Welcome back. This is chapter 3rd, The Journey to the End of the Earth, written by Tisani Dosi. And today I'm going to explain page number 20 to you. So here we go. You lose all earthly sense of perspective and time here. So here in Antarctica, you lose all the senses of views, all the senses of time here. View and time, everything is lost because here is only one view, that is the wide expanse everywhere. Besides this, there is no other view, no other side, and you cannot guess time here. This is special about this place. The visual scale ranges from the microscopic to the mighty, and the visual range, talking about the visual range, there are no plants, trees, buildings, mountains, this and that, but there are, of course, creatures are there. So talking about these creatures, the visual range of these creatures expand from tiny microscopic to mighty. Here are microscopic organisms are present, as well as mighty, gigantic, mammoth creatures can be found. Midges and mites to blue whales and icebergs as big as countries. The largest recorded was the size of Belgium. So here, the visual scale, as previously mentioned, can be from, here you can find the midges and mites, that is small insects. Midges and mites are insects. From insects to the blue whale can be found, he can be seen here. Besides this, you have the sight of icebergs, and icebergs can be as big as countries, and the largest iceberg recorded in the history was the size of Belgium, the country named Belgium. Days go on and on and on in several 24-hour austral summer light. There is always light. That is no darkness. 24 hours. Very weird, bizarre austral light. Continental, this say Antarctic, southern continental light, that is light is present 24 hours. There is no darkness and a ubiquitous silence. There is light for 6 months, so 24 hours light there you'll get. At the same time, ubiquitous silence, omnipresent silence. Anywhere you go throughout this continent, there would be silence, complete silence. No bird chirping, no sound whatsoever here. So ubiquitous silence can be observed, can be found, can be noticed there, interrupted only by the occasional avalanches and carving ice sheets. And the silence is often broken by the occasional avalanches that occur there, and at the same time carving of ice sheets, that is breaking of ice sheets, consecrates this place. And these things, avalanches, consecrate the place, make the place holy, that is, make it very sacred. It's an immersion that will force you to place yourself in the context of the Earth's geological history. Reaching here, staying here is some kind of immersion, some kind of, say, the plunge that you take, something like a plunge you take, something like you remain submerged uh, thoroughly as you place yourself there, as you decide to stay there. And you place here in the context of the Earth's geological history, and when you go there, you stay there in the context of Earth's geological history. That is, you go there to study the geological history of the Earth. And for humans, the prognosis isn't good, and for the humans, the view isn't good. That is, the signs aren't good for human beings. Considering the the geological history of the Earth, if we study the geological history of the Earth, we find degradation, and which is not good for the humans. The future human civilization have been around for a paltry 12,000 years, barely a few seconds on the geological clock. So human presence on this earth had been for 12,000 years only, and if we put this against the existence of this earth, it will stand only a few seconds. In that short amount of time, we've managed to create quite a ruckus, etching our dominance over nature with our villages, towns, cities, and megacities. But within this short time, we human beings have been able to stamp our dominance over nature and create a lot of ruckus, commotion around with our villages, towns, cities, and megacities. The rapid increase of human populations has left us battling with other species for limited resources, and the unmitigated burning of fossil fuel has now created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the world, which is slowly but surely increasing the average global temperature. And at the same time, the rapid increase of human population has left limited resources for the other species. That is, we human beings are consuming all the resources, and so the animals are not left with much resources, say much of it rather. And the unmitigated burning of fossil fuels has now created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the world, and the complete use of fossil fuel. We have been using the fossil fuel only, and this has created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the world. That is a layer of carbon dioxide around the world, which is harmful, of course, which is slowly but surely increasing the average global temperature, and this is increasing the global temperature. Climate change is one of the most hotly contested environmental debates of our time, and climate change. We often talk about climate change, and this is hotly contested, hotly debated and fought environmental debate. Will the West Antarctic ice sheets melt entirely? This question often come up during debate, whether the Atlantic ice will melt completely. Will the Gulf Stream ocean current be disrupted? Whether the Gulf Stream ocean current, the ocean current that moves, that is present in the Gulf region, whether that will be disrupted, whether that will be disturbed. Will it be the end of the world as we know it? And if such things happen, or there is a sure end of this earth, of this world, so will this happen? Will the world come to an end because of this? Because of the disturbance to these things? Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it can be either way. A possibility is there, and it may not happen as well. Either way, Antarctica is a crucial element in this debate. And either way, Antarctica is very crucial, is very vital element in this debate. Not just because it's the only place in the world which has never sustained a human population. It's not because of that this is the only place on earth which has no human population, which has not supported any human habitation, and therefore remains relatively pristine. And therefore, because I have no human habitation, so this place remains very pure, say very unpolluted, very fresh in this respect. But more importantly, because it holds in its ice core 500,000-year-old carbon records. But this place is more important because this place holds the carbon record trapped in its ice. That is, this place holds the carbon imprints in its cores that belongs to, say, 500,000 years. That is, the carbon records of 500,000 years still remain trapped, or they are present in the layers of this place. If we want to study and examine the Earth's past, present, and future, Antarctica is the place to go. And if we want to learn more about the Earth's present, past, and future, this is the only place to visit. So this is all. Thank you.